Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the crypto market update with a slightly different camera angle, but definitely the same crypto show, same crypto time. Woo! It is Friday, December 6th, 2024. We are going into one of the most important weekends in cryptocurrency's history. Ladies and gentlemen, are we going to stay above 100,000? Short answer, yes. We've got a great show for you guys today. Sound off in the chat with how you guys are doing. Of course, last night, something that we haven't seen in a long time happened. Bitcoin flash crashed over the space of approximately 30 minutes, about 13%, from 103,000 all the way down to approximately 90,000. This sparked dissent, discord, chaos, mayhem, screaming from the skies everywhere across the crypto space. Oh my God, the bull run is over. Sell everything. And let me tell you something. The people who said that, they're a lot poorer right now. And it's going to be a lot harder for them to position into a new Bitcoin position once Bitcoin pushes up and makes a new high. They are going to quickly reverse. They're going to be screaming from the skies that, oh my God, of course it was obvious there was a dip. These are the hindsight BS LARPing traders that I continually advocate you ignore, excommunicate, ban from your timeline. All right? Anyone who trades on emotion is not someone you should be following in this space, because crypto moves fast. It is the ultimate test of your emotions, of your integrity, of your discipline. Go trade the SPY on the 5-minute time frame. That is a lot calmer, a lot more relaxed, a lot more civilized than trading Bitcoin or anything else on the 1-hour time frame. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you're in for a wild ride. If this was your first flash crash, congratulations on getting your cherry popped. If you've been here for a while, you will know, hey, it's just an average Friday, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to cover what happened last night in a lot of detail, as well as our projections for the future. But over and above all else, key things I want you to take away from this day's stream is: do not let emotions, do not let all of a sudden price changes, don't let wild price swings spook you out of your positions, spook you out of your convictions, and make your decisions for you. You, if you want to achieve long-term success, need to be stoic, need to be disciplined, need to have a plan, and trade that plan. All right. Anyways, before we begin, some mild housekeeping. Of course, if you find value in this content, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Rumble or X, make sure to give us a like and drop a follow. You can follow me over on X at cracking_crypto. I post an alpha report every single day, full of my trade positions, full of opportunities in the market. Join our free Discord, links down in the description. And of course, make sure to head over. I don't have the right promo picture, although I do need to get it up. I need to get the right promo picture up. Ooh, hey, whoa, okay. What is going on? What is going on? I swear to God, you know, you move, you change one thing. There we go. That looks a little bit better. That was a lot. We got to change this picture. Hold on a second. Here it is. Bam. There we go. Okay. I like that. That's a lot better. And then we need something else. Hold on. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I appreciate this. One more thing, just to make this look nice. Cracking crypto, brand kit, backgrounds. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot. Hold on. Something like this. Okay, cool. And then we'll put that. Bam. All right. Whew. Oh, man, running the switchboard. Oh, no. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? You got to be behind that, too. There we go. Oh, look at it. Look how pretty she is. Make sure to head over to ByDFi, this channel's sponsored exchange, and enter our Christmas trading competition. We are giving away $2,000 to the top traders. So make sure you guys go sign up for that. You will enjoy a whole lot of things over on ByDFi. So with that all out of the way, all the regular housekeeping, let's get cracking, guys. Let's get right into it. We've got Bitcoin. Let's talk about Bitcoin. And we'll cover the daily skittleabee-doo first. Hold on, let me get the chat back up. I lost it. All right. Yeah, so we've already added $100 to the so we've already added $100 to the price pool, and we're about to add, so it's 2,200 price pool. Hell yeah. And I think Yes to Crypto is going to win that. All right. Other things we're going to cover today, obviously the Tuah meme scam, and then the continued altcoin season. I do see Jordan Stotts. I see Nitin. I see Mahmood. I see Elvis, but not Presley. Yes to crypto as always. Mikado, Frey Trades, Tamirium, and Smoke That in the chat. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here, and thank you very much for those kind words. Smoke That. Good to see you. Good to see you, Frey Trades. Good to see you. Yes to crypto, and shout outs to everybody else as well. Come at me, bro. All right, let's cover what's going on right now, because I know you guys value that, because obviously we are a trading system, we are a trading channel, we are a trading group. So let's cover this. So before we kind of get into the analysis of last night's price action, shout outs to Ernest. That way, if you guys spot some alpha in the analysis that I provide and you want to take some positions or set your positions up, before we get into kind of like the armchair philosophy, looking at some data here in just a little bit, which I do need to pull up a picture here in a second, but that's fine. So let's cover Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin currently trading at 101,000, approximately $800. All right, so life's pretty good. We're almost right back up to where we were yesterday. We do have a bullish 5-minute trend. Let's see, the 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute, and 4-hour is bullish. Life's good. Key levels on the daily. Point of control is at 99,377. We were able to successfully consolidate and break above that. So in the short term, intraday, you want to see those levels hold. If you're holding bull swings, you want to be buying any dips above that level. Of course, we do have our 5-minute buy zone right here, which is creeping up. So ideally, you also want to be buying it there. If that fails, you buy here. If that fails, you buy here. If that fails, you buy here. And if that fails, you sell everything. We are in the value area high. All right, the value area high stretches from $100,683 to $102,353. The value area low for the day is 95,540 to 97,209. Don't think we're going to get an opportunity to go back down there, and that'll all become apparent here in just a little bit when I talk about why if you didn't buy last night, you're not going to get that opportunity again, because that's not the way the crypto works. All right, so that's Bitcoin overall. Let's talk about projections. Excluding the flash wick, if you just pay attention to the 4-hour time frame, in fact, if you just pay attention to the daily time frame, as I am the strongest advocate of, last night's wick didn't harm you. The only thing that it harmed last night was overly leveraged long positions. All right, and let's be fair, right? Let's be very, very fair. Most leveraged long positions that were entered in recently. All right, let's just be completely honest about this, because saying overly leveraged long positions does diminish a little bit the extremeness of last night's dump. All right, because it wasn't just the 100x's, it wasn't just the 50x's, it was the 10x's. All right, the 10x's got smoked. All right, the 5x's were safe. All right, because at a 5x, you've got a 20% distance to your liquidation level. All right, but the 10x, remember, the math is very simple, guys. It just clue this into your brain, and this is honestly how I day trade, right? I don't usually pull the position size calculator out when I'm day trading. I only pull my position size calculator out when I'm swing trading. A, that's because I've been doing this so long, so I can just do the math in my head. But B, it's more important just to understand what your account size is, and then what your acceptable drawdown per trade is, what your risk per trade is. So if you have a $10,000 account, and you're risking 1% per trade, okay, you know that's going to be $100. All right, so if you, whatever leverage you decide to use, if it's 10x, okay, well, a $10,000 position, okay, so let's say you have $1,000 in your account. All right, so you're going to use 10x leverage, you're going to use max size, so that's a $10,000 trade. Well, a 1% movement against you is a $100 loss. So all you have to do is set your stop loss 1% away from price. So when you work in absolute numbers like that, it's a lot quicker, it's a lot faster, and you can execute a lot quicker and more consistently without having to do all the complicated math. All right, keep that in mind. But the math for liquidation levels is very simple, right? At 1x leverage, you have 100%. At 2x leverage, it's 50%, right? At 3x leverage, it's 33.3%. At 5x leverage, it's 20%. At 10x leverage, it's 10%. At 20x leverage, it's 5%. That's the distance to your stop loss or to your liquidation level. All right. At 50x leverage, it's 1%. At 100x leverage, it's 0.5%. So just saying it was only over leveraged longs that got smoked is not true. All right. You know, just about, you know, even people taking moderate risk got smoked last night. It is what it is. All right. That's why you practice risk management. It's not just about winning the most amount of trades. It's about setting your position sizes such that if you're wrong, when crap like this happens, you're not devastated. All right. So the individuals that were, you know, maxed out max positions, yeah, they got smoked and they got financially devastated. But the individual traders who follow this channel, who listen to the advice, who use 2% risk per trade, who don't go over 5% risk per trade, get a losing trade. Get the fuck over it. Let's go. All right. But if we pay attention to the key levels here, like look at the 4 hour. What have I consistently been advocating? Buy pullbacks to the 4 hour buy zone. This is the guppies. It's not even my indicator, and I've been pimping it for the last 3 weeks. Buy pullbacks to the guppies. You don't want to use that indicator? You want to use my indicator? Fine. Buy pullbacks to the EMA structure, right? We've got our 10, our 30, and our 50. All right. Deviations below have been screaming buys. Deviations below have been screaming buys. Deviations below have been screaming buys. And look where we closed. Look where we closed. Right at the 50 EMA. Right at the 50 EMA. Right at the buy zone. All right. Everyone who's getting spooked and scared and trying to short last night, if you like, guys, you have to understand that when price is going long, all right, and when you're in a roaring bull market, okay, you can be a lot sloppier with your entries because you're trading in the dominant direction, which is up, okay? And so you can be very aggressive on buying pullbacks. But when you're in a roaring bull market and you get a flash crash, you get a massive sell over the course of like 30 minutes, all right? And we can see that the big dump happened in just 30 minutes, all right? We scroll back, we can see that the big dump really just happened in about 10 minutes, all right? That's it. Even like I was shit posting last night, and I should go shit post him right now. Add him back. I wonder if he deleted the tweet. Yeah, look at this. 21 hours ago. Add him back. Love the man, but like, dude, stay in your fucking lane, man. This is what he posted. And this is one of the best Bitcoin devs in the world. This is what he posted last night at 4:56 p.m. 1 minute chart, Bitfinex, BTC perps. See all the white dots? Those are liquidations. So what he's saying is, and he says, clearly a stop hunt, then assuming the usual U-shaped recovery, AKA Dalai Lama. Now, hopefully I'm not misunderstanding him. I think I just shit posted him. I think he was actually posting the upside. But he's saying my interpretation is he was saying, and this is what I saw from a lot of people. So if I got it wrong on Adam Back, I apologize. Please don't fucking hack my wallet, man. But he was saying, okay, price dumped and then price pumped. You know, stop loss hunt, right? These are all stop loss hunts, meaning this movement is fraudulent and the price is going to do a U-shaped recovery. So maybe I got that wrong, maybe I got that right. But you see my idea. It wasn't just Adam Back. It was a lot of people like saying this crap last night. That and even people on our own Discord, unfortunately, where they're saying, you know, they were saying like, oh, okay, listen, price is up, we got to short it back down. No, that's not how Bitcoin works. Bitcoin does not give you two chances to buy the bottom. It doesn't. When you get an opportunity like this in a bull market, you take it. You need to be aggressive, okay? It pays to be aggressive in a roaring bull market, all right? Now, being aggressive and going all in are two different things. You should never allow any position that you take, it should be able to go to zero and you should be able to be fine, right? You should be able to lose 2 to 5% of your account, whatever, all right? But you're not going to get two chances to buy the bottom. So when you get these opportunities, yeah, so I just shit posted Adam Back for no reason. I am totally smoked. I'm going to go apologize right now. You know what? It's all right because he can't hear my tone. He can't hear my tone. And so me saying, hey, how did this work out for you? Right? He's probably going to be like, really well. And then I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, that's because you are amazing analysis, sir. Impeccable analysis, sir. Stoic discipline. Thought you were a dev, not a trader. I was just saying like how impressed I am with your omniscient ability to analyze price. That's all I was saying, Adam Back. I'm sorry I was trying to get clout at your expense. All right. Fucking The unfucking stoppable Adam back. All right. So that's where we're at with Bitcoin. I think, listen, obviously I'm far more confident about altcoins. Like, they're gonna pump. Like, that's not a problem. Bitcoin might put in a lower high here and then double retest. Way to back up. Hey, listen. All right. You gotta, listen. You got to be able to admit when you were wrong, even if that's 5 seconds after you realize you were wrong. You just got to be able to admit it, right? Cop, move forward, right? Light dispels darkness. Back way the fuck up, man. All right. But I think Ethereum's going to push. I think we're going right back up 105,000, 104,000. I certainly hope so, because that's where my TPs are, and I'm still long. So that's what we got. Bullish. Ethereum, like I said, we're at 4K. This is what I said. This was the title of the video 2 days ago. Ethereum road to 4K. This is what I posted last night. And listen, guys, I don't want this to just be like rah, 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 I'm awesome. But I'm just trying to show you guys that I have conviction in the things I say. All right. I'm there when it's important. Because I follow a lot of other signal providers, traders, analysts. All right. It pays to do research into what the competition is doing. And so much fucking crickets last night, or so much calling for shorting. All right. Not me. All right. I posted at what was it? Like 8 p.m. last night. I stayed up late for you guys. All right. I like to go to bed at 9 p.m., but I was up to like 9:30. And I said, hey, listen, here's what's up. Buy the dip. Let's go. All right. None of that scare crap for me. So, and again, just like proof. All right, here we go. This 17 hours ago, sticking this here for posterity. Buy the dip. All right. And then let's look at my report from last night. Yeah, here's Thursday evening's alpha report. So exactly what I said. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to crypto, let me introduce you to the phenomenon of the scam wick. All right, looking at all the major exchange volume, this dump was a concentrated effort. I'm going to suggest that this was a calculated scam to force highly leveraged long positions to liquidate. Guess who profits off liquidations? If you guessed the exchange, you would be right. All right. Now, I was fortunate enough to have, let's see here. I don't want to show our DMs, but here we go. Reflex shared this with me last night. So we'll look at this. Okay. So what we're looking at here, and let me get zoomed in on this a little bit. All right. And it's a little blurry. I'm sorry for the quality. But this is looking at the individual exchanges. So we have Binance Spot, Coinbase, Bitfinex Spot, ByBit Spot, OKEx Spot, Binance Perps, ByBit Perps, OKEx Perps, and I'm not sure what this one on the bottom is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 8 major exchanges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so there's a 9th one here. Maybe this is aggregation, but whatever. But the point is that this is the volume. This is just the volume indicator, right? This is basically, I'm assuming this is cumulative volume delta. So it's looking at the delta between buy and sell volume. So, it's not showing absolute volume. It's showing the difference in buy and sell side volume. And what we can see is that at the exact same timestamp, all right, across that about 10-minute period, all the major exchanges dumped simultaneously. Okay. All of them dumped simultaneously. Now, we don't usually see this, all right? We usually see at least a little bit of lag, okay? So this very much looks like a concentrated effort to flush out liquidations and then alley-oop right back up. $4 billion. That is Billy with a B, ladies and gentlemen. $4 billion in long liquidations clocked in on that 10-minute candle. Guess where that money goes? There's a good chunk of that goes to the exchange. BitMEX called it the insurance. Binance calls it the SAFU account. I don't know what ByBit calls it. But exchange, there are obviously, the way that centralized exchanges work is they profit off of volume, but they also profit off of liquidations. All right, because of their liquidation engine. So this certainly looks like a concentrated effort. Last night I wrote, rarely do we see such a concentrated effort, and the scam wick is no stranger to crypto traders. We have seen this time and time again, and like I said, we're very used to this. We have seen this, we saw this so much, 2018 to 2021, and we haven't seen too many of this. We haven't seen too much of it in recent memory. All right, certainly since the introduction of the ETFs. So this is what it is. All right, we're in the 4-hour buy zone, right? Get on the dip, price dips down, let's go. Nothing changed, road to 4K, hold your positions. That's what I wrote last night, 17 hours ago. All right. I need a drink of water. Whew. Let's see here. Guys, good answers in the chat. Let me get through all the major assets and then we'll look at chart requests and I'll answer all the questions. All right, so we'll zoom through the rest of these. Ethereum, the 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute, 4-hour is bullish. Daily's bullish, weekly's bullish. Key levels for Ethereum on the daily, point of control acting as short-term support at 4,015. We're in our value area high, so 4,038, 4,133. So intraday, this is a good area to take profit on long positions. The 10-minute buy zone is down close to about 4,000. The 30-minute buy zone is close to around 39.40. The 4-hour buy zone is close to around 37.46. All right. We've had a nice 8 hours of upside here on Ethereum. I mean, a little bit longer, but you guys can see here's the, Ethereum is much more bullish than Bitcoin. Pulled back into the 4-hour buy zone. That was the wick pulling back into that 4-hour buy zone. And then just immediately popping back up, back into the very strong, the fast guppy range and pushing back up for new highs, breaking 4,000. So this is really good. Listen, I think Ethereum can go much higher. I think we're gonna make a new all-time high here really soon. We've got, what's our all-time high? Like 4,800? 4,800 is really good. Now, listen, just being principled, we are at like these highs. For the long-term swing traders who have been holding for a while, this is a I'm just being real with you guys. This is a fine area to start potentially thinking about scaling out medium to long-term profits, right? Not everything, not even a lot, okay? But for those of you who have been holding since like 1,000, I mean, this is amazing, all right? Because we are going to see some big dips come in at some point. I don't know if it's today, next week, a week after that, a month, 2 months, January, March. I don't fucking know. I'll trade it when it comes, but we are going to get them. And so here, I'm not really speaking to those who just entered recently. Okay. I'm really speaking to those who have an opportunity to take some life-changing money off the table, and you got to do you, man. All right. The markets aren't going to pump forever. 4K is a good price. I think we're probably going to push to 5K now eventually. Not like immediately, but maybe so, because we are in alt season. All right. And alt season doesn't last forever. Alt season is fast, hard, and quick. All right, and we're going to cover that in a little bit. We just got into alt season. All right, we should, by my estimates, be here for maybe 2 months. All right, could be here as long as 4 months. All right, January, February are historically extremely bullish. You're making resolutions, so life's good. All right. Intraday, my strategy would be continuing just hold swing longs and continue to add on dips. All right, continue to add on dips. There's nothing more complicated than that. All right, doesn't need to be complicated. Solana. All right, as you guys know, I did cut my Solana shorts. I put out that emergency alert last night. Was it last night? When did I put that out? That's not it. It would be here. No, 2 days ago. Yeah, I closed my Solana short when Bitcoin broke above 100K. So not last night, but the night before. All right. And if we go take a look at Solana, it really just hasn't done anything, right? We're still at that resistance. This is the place where I've shorted from twice. I shorted this movement and then I shorted this movement. Again, I probably shouldn't be bearish on Solana, but I just kind of am. So I'm just not trading it. All right. But the 5-minute, 10-minute, 30-minute is bullish. The 4-hour is neutral right now, coming out of being bearish. So it's trying to transition to being bullish. We did bounce off the 30 daily exponential moving average, and we are breaking back above that 10. All right. And we did wick above resistance here. So it's probably a good long. All right, I'm not going to trade it, but it looks decent. Okay, we're back in the 5-hour buy zone. We're back in the 10-minute buy zone. We're very close to the 30-minute buy zone. The 4 hours about to flip bullish, so Solana's probably going to pump. We're right at VWAP. We're right at the point of control, so this is a relatively good area to look for an extreme deviation, probably up to the value area high. If that doesn't happen, then we'll probably get a deviation back into the value area low around 232, and you would probably want to long Solana. All right, even though I'm not going to. I'm just a little bit bearish. XRP looks really, really nice here. I'm not gonna lie. This is the actual signal that I put out last night. I was the day prior looking for XRP to maybe dip to like between $2 and $2.12. I don't think that's gonna happen now. Obviously anything's possible, but you just have to take advantage and trade the chart in front of you. So the 5 minute, 10 minutes bullish, the 30 minutes neutral, the 4 hours bullish, and we're in the 4 hour buy zone. So still a good opportunity to pick up some XRP right here for the next swing to the upside. As you guys can see, Quadriga right now would be targeting 257, 275, and 292. So I think that's a good trade with invalidation right at support, 222. If you did want to be a little bit more principled, you could maybe wait for another dip. That way you could set your stop loss lower and not have it right at the swing low, because you know there's going to be a lot of churning liquidity there. So just the risk of getting stopped out is of course higher. But just positionally, we came down to the 10 DEMA, the 10 daily exponential moving average. We're bouncing. We've seen this time and time again. Every time we do it, we do bloop, 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 bloop. So I mean, I don't know what you guys want from me. Right? Like, if be aggressive in a bull market, man. Like, just LFG. We do have resistance at $2.50, $2.49. All right, so it'd be really nice to break out above that. Doesn't mean we have to immediately. Like, I think price is good here. This is obviously the good 4 hour buy zone, and we've established support here 4-5 times now. So the bounce potential here is very, very strong. If for some reason we don't break above resistance and we end up breaking back down below support, then price might slide down to 156. So the whole game here, guys, the whole game in alt season is buying pullbacks on the 4 hour, typically is my strategy, being very aggressive about it. And then when that stops working, you just go cycle to what else is pumping. You just move on to the next thing. All right. So again, like we were doing it with HBAR, really good. Right now we're doing it with XRP and Ethereum. We're just buying every pullback. It's not more complicated than that. Dogecoin, don't make it more complicated than that, right? This is expert season anyways. Dogecoin finally starting to make a move. Again, we've still got that resistance to break above. We kind of clapped back down. Again, double bottomed again in our 4 hour buy zone right here. I'm giga long on Doge. Breaking above the 46-cent resistance is probably going to send us to about 60 cents. We've wound up quite nicely here on the daily time frame, consolidating at the 10 daily exponential moving average. Doge is going to push for it, or it's not, and we're going to move on to the next thing. Again, like it's not complicated. The 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, 4 hours bullish. If you're entering right now on the 4 hour time frame, we don't have Quadriga. I don't know, why do we not have Quadriga? What's going on? Why don't we have that? Let's get the music going. Sorry, guys. As always, let me know if the music's too loud. Sorry, I always forget to turn the music on. You guys need to yell at me more. Don't be scared of me. I'm nice. Right now, going long on the 4 hour time frame, it's recommending a stop loss of about 41.6 cents, 0.416. Targets of 0.463, 0.486, and finally 0.50. Obviously, as you can see, I'm swinging much higher for 55 cents. And I'll probably hold. I'll take 50% off profit there and then let it ride. So that's what we got. Support at 40 cents, resistance at 46 cents, LFG. All right, looking at other open positions that we have. Brett is still consolidating at the 4 hour buy zone. You can see the buyers are in control. Look at all these wicks right here. Again, looking for Brett to go to something like 50 cents. Aptos, again, dipped back down to the 4 hour buy zone. I'm still gig along on Aptos, LFG. Sundog, kind of gave you a reentry opportunity to be very aggressive. Sundog pumped all the way up to almost our first TP of about 26 cents. Still relatively close to our entry, so I think Sundog's still quite good here. Incentive on Pulse Chain, maybe triple topping here. We'll see. We'll see if it actually ends up breaking down, but I'm fine to hold this thing back down to 380. And we'll just see where we go. Parcel on Solana. All right. Briefly traded above. I mean, 50 cents is really like the level that we need to get over. All right. If we kind of zoom back out. All right. Here we can see like 50 cents in my opinion, but this level is just, again, like that level of resistance that we were unable to get across when Parcel first dropped and we had that first initial rally. Okay. The parcel's basically just gone down since then, and we're just right back there. So I mean, this is the big thing, right? The parcel community, the parcel holders right now have to decide, are we gonna pump parcel to like $2 or $3? Like, is parcel gonna be a big gainer, or is parcel just gonna be a freaking VC coin that stays dumped for a long time, and the first time it gets back up to break even, every coward who bought when it dropped, like me, decides to sell. I'm holding. I'm waiting to see what the parcel community does, and that's going to take a while. It might not resolve immediately, but I've been holding it this long. Like, let's go, dude. Let's go. Department of Government Efficiency, Doge, long hold for me. We're at about $300 million market cap after bottoming at about 160 million. Previous resistance was at approximately $500 million market cap. I think Doge can go to $1 or $2 billion market cap in 2025. It's the right narrative. Virtual protocol, like unfazed by the dump. Potential triple top here, but we're gonna make another push for it right here, and so virtual protocol might be about to break out here, which is good. So I'm holding virtual. And then finally, wrapped Bitcoin. I did cycle back into this a little bit because I just realized that my incentive bag was a little too big. So yeah, so this is wrapped Bitcoin on Pulse Chain. Still, I think quite good. Still a good position. I think, for those Pulse Chain funds, because it's not really easy. There's not too many things to cycle into in Pulse Chain. I mean, there are, but like as far as safety goes, looking at my big mid cap holds right now, they're going to be Avalanche, Polkadot, Blockstack, and Cosmos. I think Cosmos is pumping really nicely, and Cosmos I'm really interested in getting back above $16 so that we can actually like get into talking about like making a new rally up to like $50. So those are my goals for Cosmos right now. I still think Cosmos is very undervalued. Yeah, need to get the guppies on here, or at least my emas. Yeah, thank you. And again, Avalanche and Polkadot, same with like Ethereum, like just ride the trend, guys. I don't see any trend weakness right now. Yeah, Cosmos is probably the most interesting, and then Blockstack. I've been holding this since the ICO really, sorry, not IPO, but again, looking really good. Yeah, Blockstack's gonna have resistance at about $3, so we're getting kind of close, but I mean, we'll talk when we get the resistance at $3. All right, other than that, Goat coin has established, this is a AI meme coin, has established support at about 71-70 cents. All right, hopefully this is a deviation. So I'm looking either for just continuation right here, but we are pulling back a little bit right now. So again, maybe target re-entries around 72 cents and we form an inverted head and shoulders, which is a pattern we've been seeing play out with a lot of coins, bottoming, kind of like pulling down, consolidating underneath their 200 EMA. So if we throw the EMAs on here, we'll, oh no, not the GAN high low. This is not what this is not your time, man. Again, so we can see Go coin's relatively new, but what we've been seeing, especially with a lot of the low caps, is that when they sell off and they take their cycle pause, they trade down below their 4-hour 200 SMA and they consolidate there for a while. So again, it might take a while for Goat to get enough accumulation to make another rip for it. Bohm, I still think is a good entry here. All right, I think Bohm is heading back up to 1.2 cents, at the very least. All right, but I mean probably higher. I like Bohm. Cardano pulled down to the 4-hour buy zone, pumped up nicely off of it. We've got this resistance at like $1.23 that I'd like for us to break out, but this is our third time of testing it. So Pepe, same thing. Pepe was consolidating in this like descending triangle, resolved to the upside, pulled back, flipped previous resistance as support, pushed up, and now it's block trading right now, which means there is heavy accumulation going on right now, or potentially distribution. Distribution will be confirmed if we now break down below the 50 EMA, which is going to be around like 2089. But other than that, I think Pepe is about to pop to the upside. Aptos, I think Aptos might pull back here a little bit, but I mean, as long as we stay above like 1350, we're good. Hedera Hashgraph, finally, I talked about this, right? I made this post too. I'm on fire right now. Thursday evening alpha report, other trades, new positions, opportunities. What did I say here? This what I said last night. H bar looking very good, almost in the 4-hour buy zone. Watch close. Bam. H bar, 4-hour buy zone. Pop. All right. I don't think you get another opportunity. I don't think you get another opportunity. I think H bar starts running. Alex, good to see you, man. Ohm is doing identically what Pepe is doing. All right. Ohm consolidating a descending triangle. Resolved to the upside by making a higher high. Wicked out leverage longs and is now consolidating above support and block trading at a new level of resistance. All right. So I think Ohm is about to pop to the upside here too. Same as Pepe. And then Algo, this is your chance right now. If you missed H bar, here's Algo. Let me present to you Algorand. All right. Silvio McCauley. Pull back to the 4-hour buy zone. Pop. You're not going to get another opportunity most likely. Altcoins are a little bit more forgiving right now because it's altcoin season. So like you can be sloppy with your altcoin entries. It's all good. Man, something needs to knock the sickness out of me, dude. Nero. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nero's kind of like my Binance shitcoin right now. It's right back at my entry. Okay, my confidence on this is like 55%. All right. But again, this is Nero had a great run, and this is that pattern that I'm talking about on these shitcoins. Great run, they pull back, and then they consolidate in a tight channel, okay, underneath the 4-hour 200 SMA. All right, just exactly what we're doing right now. And look at this, we've made 2 higher highs, pull back down to the buy zone. All right, so this is that opportunity where you're like, all right, well, like you're not going to get a better chance to buy if price is going to pump. So you enter now. If support breaks down, you're like, cool, I was wrong. Move on. You move on, right? You move on to the next thing. You find the next thing that's going to pump. Don't sit there and cry in your freaking beer. But Nero's a good opportunity right now because we're doing that tight consolidation on the 200 SMA. We're just getting ready for another pump to the upside. And if we do, it's going to be a higher high. So, I mean, forget about 312. I mean, we need to talk about like 414. So that's Nero. Popcat, same thing. Same thing. Popcat, hell of a run. Okay. A little bit of a change in character here. Look at this strong support. Pull back support, pull back support, pull back support, pull back support. Consolidation support. Deviation below support. Potential inverted head and shoulders pattern forming up. And here's that same thing. Here's that block trading, that tight consolidation. Resistance support, resistance support. Underneath that 4-hour 2 SMA. Once we get back above that 4-hour 2 SMA, you're not going to get an opportunity to buy cheap. Yes to crypto. Hey, man. You gotta be careful with those. Gotta look out with them gifties, man. You get them flying all over the place, dude. Thank you so much, man, for the 10 gifted memberships. Welcome to the CC community. Anybody was gifted, if you got gifted a membership, please thank your gifter. All right, please thank your gifter. Thank you. Yes to crypto. You are the man, brother. All right, we're getting to the questions soon. I just want to cover the regular assets that I typically cover. Velodrome. What? I mean, it's at times like these that I'm like, God, I wish my Velodrome wasn't locked up for another 3 years. But at the same time, like, you know, I get to make like a couple $100 a week, like off of Velodrome, which is like not bad. And I posted that strategy. It's been a very nice, consistent form of passive income. I posted my farming strategy on OP when we did the Tour de OP, when they were doing the Tour de OP like promotion. So I was basically like, hey guys, if you put like $1,000 or $2,000 into Velodrome, you're going to be able to make, and you're going to be able to use this farming strategy, and you're going to be able to maximize your Velo position. You're going to have to lock it up for 4 years, but that's going to allow you to make all this passive income, and you're going to have your initial investment paid back within a year. And then you're just going to be able to profit for 3 years. So again, not the like get rich quick scheme that we typically are angling for in trading crypto, but it's been super fantastic. And you know, the nicer the price performance is, like you can also, but here's the thing, you can also get out of your Velo position even though it's locked because it's a VNFT. So you can sell it on OpenSea. So and listen, I still think that opportunity is there. I think OP is an amazing layer too. Like look at Velodrome's price. So again, if you just want, there's a lot of luxury in having the available liquidity, right? Always being able to get out of your position. This is why 99 out of 100 times I recommend like never lock up your liquidity, never fall for the Never fall for the yield scheme. Yield in crypto is a fucking scam. Don't believe it. You know what's not a scam? Buying low and selling high. Nobody like that's not a scam. All right, but just about every project that's like lock up your tokens and we'll give you yield. Where does the yield come from? The yield goes away when people stop buying. So there's no yield in a bear market. Fuck out of here. So, and you know the bear market's coming, you know, eventually. So. But Velodrome, beautiful pop. This is probably a good place to take some some initial profits and like maybe reload on the dip, but also like don't underestimate Velo. That thing's a beast, dude. This thing is OP beast. And finally, Zig. I call this for the community. I probably should have called it earlier, but like all the massive signal groups were, so it's like either a pump and dump. But like Zig, I mean, might even reach $1. All right, and I'm not trying to be like. I'm not trying to be too crazy about that. Jesus coin for my Jesus lovers out there. Oh, this is nice. Look at this. Did Jesus bottom? What is this? All right. Now, Jesus, now this isn't exactly what I'm talking about when I'm looking for that like screaming, hot, smoking redhead. I mean, you know, consolidating under support. So here's the 4-hour 200 SMA, and if something was going to be a screaming buy, because Jesus was on a tear, you know what I mean? But this is a little bit different. You would have wanted to see it like over here. Here we have Jesus kind of put in a lower high and like moving. This is a bearish trend. All right, so you're definitely like buying long term because it might take quite a while for Jesus to re-enter into a bullish trend. But this is nice. All right, what do we make? Okay, we didn't make a new high yet. This is a powerful movement off support. This is the best powerful movement we've seen, the longest lasting. This is a little bit of a change of character. We seem to have bottomed. We've got strong volume, higher highs and higher lows. So this is all looking pretty good for Jesus. We still got to get back above the 200 SMA, but buys down here. I mean, if you're a long-term believer in Jesus coin, which a lot of people are, then we're going to make another run for it. Okay, quickly, global markets. What do we got? Gold. Gold has not done anything for a week. Do something, man. Anyways, I'm very bullish on gold. Silver did end up finding resistance there at 31.35, as I kind of wool gathered about yesterday, which is fine. We do have strong support on silver around $30, so maybe a return back to the channel and silver just keeps consolidating for a little bit. Anyways, key thing to watch is just that breakout above like 31.50. So I would just set breakout alerts for $31.50, and silver is probably going to fly. Probably first initial target of like 32.70, and then coming back up to retest these highs around 34.30 and 34, probably like 35, but you know, that's pushing for a new high, so that's a little bit riskier. Crude oil futures, guys, the future of my family, the financial future of my grandchildren will be locked in if crude oil breaks down. $50 a barrel. That's what I'm talking about. Donald Trump's economy, $1.79 gasoline. Let's go. All right. Oil futures down, break down. It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen, or I'm gonna be accepting donations. Natural gas, I am very bullish on natural gas. You guys can see this very strong support that we formed around 1251. This is UNG. This is the ETF. You can get this on Robinhood. You can get this wherever stocks are sold near you. But I'm pretty bullish on UNG. I think UNG can go up here into the 20s, if not 30s. New high on the SPY. Life's good. New high on the Qs. I mean, we rolling, popping champagne bottles. Like, I mean, what is there, you know, like just life's good, man. Life's good. And then finally stocks, individual equities right here. MicroStrategy's probably gearing up. We're consolidating at that 10 daily exponential moving average. We weren't able to really break through with the push, so we do have that resistance at 409.86. Would I play calls right now? Probably, but keep the risk low. Because we haven't, but I like this consolidation on MicroStrategy. I really do. Worst case scenario is we dip here to 341.95, but I don't really care. Citadel can go suck it. Coinbase did not make a new high. Potential tweezer top here. I think we go sideways until the 10 DEMA catches up. Nvidia did pump nicely off of the 50 DEMA right here. But lower highs so far and pulling back. I would look to either scoop up longs again at 137.28. I'd probably pick up call options there, because that's kind of the way I like to trade equities, is calls, is options, excuse me. Because for as far as like spot buys, I'm just long-term holders in most of these things. I just, you know, Money Monday, I make investments. It is what it is. I've asked my profits from a week of trading. SMCI is attempting to push for a new high, hasn't achieved it yet. Tesla is flying. Holy shit, Tesla. Oh my God, nice gap up on Tesla. Nice gap up on Tesla. Backfilled, filled the gap, and pushing up to 388.57. Let's go, Tesla. Tesla's shooting for its 413. Let's go. Death to the non-believers. We should have DJT on here instead of SMCI. Yeah, instead of ARK, because I'm not really trading ARK, we should probably have DJT. There we go. I like DJT here also. DJT had a big rally, pulled back. Here's that consolidation underneath the 200 SMA, like I talked about. Now all major moving averages are pulling up. DJT might pull back, but I would expect a higher low around 30.61, and then we probably go to 45 to retest that. Vistra is probably about to pop to the upside. Palantir moving right along with Tesla, which I like. So really good. Overall pretty bullish on everything, although I think the best opportunities here are probably going to be MicroStrategy to the upside here. Nvidia on a higher low pullback. DJT is probably going to pump here really soon, and Vistra looks like it's getting ready for breakout. The Ming strategy, let's see here. So the fourth, long take profit, long take profits. Took a short here. All right, because that's just what it's designed to do, and it was wrong, so losing trade. But Minx went long on Bitcoin right here on 99,465, so pretty good. No take profit signal yet. If Bitcoin retraces just a little bit, it will be taking profit. And if you have aggressive settings turned on, then they just closed here, so not a bad trade. So one trade, one profit, one loss, and one profit so far. So three wins, one loss over the last 2 days on the Ming strategy. This is on the 1 hour time frame, and of course, it's not going to show me this. I should probably also get the bottom feeder set up, right? Yeah, so this is just one of the things you guys are going to get with our automated strategies. SSDMA bottom feeder, Watt-Tar explosion, and then also our technical indicator suite, our custom momentum oscillators, our baseline indicator, and of course our stop and target system, Quadrigo ATR. You get all that in the Crypto Trading Academy. Let's go back. We got to answer some questions now. Yeah, I think I covered everything. All right, so quick check in on BTC. Yeah, so BTC is currently rejecting from the value area high. I mean, nothing too insane there. Like who would have thought? Price struggles to get above. We're in the 5-minute buy zone right now. That 5-minute buy zone ends at the lower bound of the value area high around 100,988. We do also have short-term support there, so hyper aggressive longs could be taken here. If we are going to pull back a little bit more, the 10-minute buy window is like 109.55 to 101.87, so like $1,000 buy window right there, which would be a good like gap fill right here on the 10-minute time frame. So I do like that. And then yeah, basically like losing that, then what that means is that like intraday momentum has gone out, and it is usually like around this time of day that we will lose or can lose intraday momentum, which is fine. But what that usually means is that we dip moving into the night, and then Asia and Europe pump the market or dump the market. Again, you just whatever they decide to do. All right. All right, let's get to your chats. Whoa. All right. Smoke That says, I'm not a trader, more of an investor, but I do like your insights. Greeting from Belgium, man. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, man. Belgium is my favorite VPN location. Let's see here. Tamiriam says, who would have believed Bitcoin would show such strength around 100K? Amen. Nitin asks, should one put a low buy order at around 90,000 just to capture the next potential dip? Yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. And I think that was a strategy that a lot of people were talking about. You know, because obviously, let's say like, you know, around here, because obviously that dump happened very quickly, a lot of people were on Twitter, on X, fake traders, LARPers. They were just expecting that price was going to double bottom because, I don't know, because they should go trade Forex maybe and not crypto. But crypto just doesn't really work that way. You usually don't, unless... So, I mean, listen, sometimes you do. There's an exception to every rule, but most of the time when we're in a roaring bull market and you get a big sell-off like that, like that's it, especially when you see a massive wick like that. I mean, that means like that just means aggressive buying. Everybody bought it up and continued to buy. So, you know, we're probably going to put in a lower high here. We're going to come down. Everybody's going to talk about shorting again. Okay. And they're probably going to get wrecked out. All right. But yeah, so what you're talking about, what's the word? A stank bid is the technical term. It's called a stank bid. And so, you know, this is a strategy that I used to use on altcoins a lot when I was trading on Binance. This would have been back in like 2020. I did this a lot where like I would always just set limit bids for altcoins like on spot, like 30% below price, just so I could just like overnight, just so I could catch any dips. And like they didn't often get filled, but every once in a while they would, and then price would pump and I'd be happy. So yeah, setting a limit bid down at 90,000 is absolutely fine. You know, just setting that stank bid. Hey, if it gets filled, awesome. Because that's where our strongest level of support is. So, I mean, listen, guys, I'm not here to be the Bitcoin cheerleader. I'm here to be a trader. Right now, I see things being very bullish, and I think it's just going to help for my mentality and your guys' mentality to just like not entertain like, oh my God, let's sell the top. Forget all that. We're trend following traders. So we'll talk about shorting when price is bearish, right? When we're making lower lows and lower highs. That because we want to trade in the successful direction, the direction that's more often than not going to win for us. Now, does that mean that we're going to miss out on certain things? Yes. It means that we're not going to catch like these big meaty shorts most of the time. All right. But that's okay, because I want you to just look at Bitcoin and I want you to ask yourself, where has the profit come from? Has the profit been from like trying to catch this and trying to catch this and trying to catch this? Or has the profit been from like getting this? All right. The profit is clearly to the upside. All right. The profit is clearly to the upside, and the profit is going to remain to the upside as long as we're in a bullish trend. Sometimes we consolidate like we are kind of right now. All right. We're not really trending right now. We're more like ranging. Okay. If you look at that, you could look at this as like a deviation back down to support. Okay, so we're really just ranging between like 95,000 and like 100,000, and we've deviated above twice. So we're probably gonna pull back into the range, and because usually the pump comes like a thief in the night, like the sustained pump comes like a thief in the night. The market is not designed to make it easy money for you, especially if you're an American trader, just because of when the pump's gonna happen. Jordan Stotts asks, do you set alerts on price and analysis tools, or one or the other? RSI drops below 35, for example. Yes. So, I mean, that is a core aspect of most of my automation. I use trading view alerts that go into 3 commas, and they trigger my trades. And that is based off Minx. I have Minx automated. I have bottom feeder automated, and I have SSDEMA automated. All right. So I have those 3 strategies in separate sub accounts, each with their own capital, and they are triggered off automatic trades. So I can just kind of show you here. So here's like my bottom feeder alerts, right? Here's all my bottom feeder alerts for the bottom feeder pairs I trade, and those just go directly to the trading account. And then for me personally, almost all of my like real money trading is just automated, right? Like I leave, you know, even though I get on here and I talk about discretionary trading every single day, and I do discretionarily trade every single day, right? It's not, what do we got? Okay, cool. I was checking my stop loss on that. Even though I do discretionarily trade every single day, the majority of my trading is automated, right? Or it's my strategy. And before it was like fully automated, which it's not every single thing that I do isn't automated, but just about everything that I do is signal. No signal, no trade for the most part. Now I do, since I'm successful with that, I do trade discretionarily from time to time, just about every single day now. But that's because I have a backbone of profitability from my proven strategies. And like building a strategy can be really fun if you're minded like that, and for me it is. For a lot of people it's just kind of difficult, man. You know, it's a lot of back testing, it's a lot of testing, you know, and it's not immediate gratification, right? Whereas like, you know, day trading and high leverage trading discretionarily can be instant gratification, right? But I mean, it doesn't usually end very well for people. So yeah, with my discretionary trading, I will market alerts for certain key levels and things like that. Yeah. Mostly the things that I'm interested in is price returning to support. Again, we're in a bull market, so I'm most interested in price returning to support. And usually like one good skill is just being patient. You usually don't have to market buy anything, right? Because again, like the way crypto seems to work is that it is designed to emotionally pull you in and make you market long something at resistance so frequently when price isn't actually breaking out. Right? Most of the time price is ranging. Most of the time price is not breaking out or trending. So the odds that something is actually really breaking out and not just peaking is actually not in your favor. So it's usually much better to just set limit bids at around support. Usually on crypto, you'll have a lot better success. Justin Patnaud asks, what is a TP level on FET? So Fetch AI consolidated with a 65% range. So usually when price breaks out, you can estimate a measured move of a rectangular box consolidation. This is kind of classic chart analysis TA. If we take that into account, 65% up from the breakout zone is going to be estimating price to be around $2.89, which is historical resistance. So that makes a lot of sense. If you wanted to be a little bit more conservative, you could look to get out at the resistance slightly before that, where that target profit might be front run, like around $2.50. And if you wanted to be a real sissy pants, you wouldn't even target the resistance. You would target the mid range, which is $2.25. So that'd be my initial advice for you. What I do like about Fetch AI is obviously the AI narrative is hot right now. We have the breakout of resistance, pullback. So break, pullback, retest, and pump. So this is BPR setup. This is what we're looking for, guys. I usually don't buy breakouts. I usually buy BPRs, break, pullback, retest, and then go. Because that way, often people will buy here and they'll set their stop loss here, and they'll get smoked. So instead, buy here and set your stop loss like here. Tools for success. What we don't want to see Fetch AI do at this point, after such a successful breakout, is probably trade back down below the support level because then that's going back down into the range. And you can either be a dip buyer, which is fine. Just understand that that's positional trading and not momentum trading. So that would be like, price is currently like $2.15. So I want to see price stay above 185. All right. I want to see actual follow through on this. So we probably hit 225 like almost immediately. All right. Pull back for a higher low, consolidate for a little bit, and then push for 250. Okay. So if Eth is 4K, does that mean a good resolution? Yes to crypto, get the hell out of here. Smoke that once an analysis of ICP USD. My WhatsApp is blowing up right now. Who is WhatsApping me? I'm not interested. How do I leave this group? Exit community. Exit. Thank you. Wait. Am I still in this thing? Delete. Delete group. Jesus. Wow, that was aggressive. Wait. Let's look at it on Coinbase. Okay. So approximately a 47% range on its consolidation. So ICP breakout would be putting a breakout target right where we're at right now, $15.14 approximately, which aligns with historical resistance as well. Okay. Now, again, all these targets are just helpful. They're not really super predictive. But again, you can just see how utilizing this methodology gives you a good roadmap. Okay. So ICP has got a good narrative right now, and ICP is obviously very bullish. Look at the 4-hour time frame on the right hand side of my screen. Guys, I gotta peel off in about 10. Whoa, you guys are seeing like way too much of the laboratory right here. Yeah, that's right. The sound panels don't go all the way to the left and the right. What do you think this is? What do you think I'm bougie? So I apologize if I can't get to all the chart requests, guys. I did have to do some personal things this morning, so that's why we did the afternoon stream. And my daughter will be coming home from school here pretty soon. Yeah, so just paying attention to the 4-hour trend, ICP, we really don't want to see price close below that 50 DEMA. We don't want to see price below $13. And like in a significant way, like if it closes below and then kind of starts like rounding out like this, that's totally fine. But below $13 is where we want to be managing risk on ICP for momentum. And then we can always wait for price to, because if it breaks down below, then usually then things sell off. You come back down to the 400 SMA, consolidate for a little bit, and then they make their next push. And it does look like we do have quite a bit of resistance right here. We can see a lot of resistance here at 1530, which makes a lot of sense because this is just the measured move target. And again, it's also historical resistance. Price, obviously, so ICP can of course continue to push, but what's much more likely is some form of prolonged consolidation here. Certainly until the 10 daily exponential moving average catches up and supports price. So that's maybe 3 or 4 days. So let's look at ICP on Monday and see what it's going to do. For now, if I was holding ICP, I'd probably take some profits right now and then just re-add on any dips to like 1360 or 1350, somewhere around that. And then, like I said, manage risk below $13 because ICP's hit that measured move target. A lot of other traders and pros are going to see that also at historical resistance. And so the problem is that you just had a lot of people kind of buy around here, and they've probably been holding. Now, to what extent, how many of those people are there? I don't know, but it's just, you know, you always run into resistance at resistance. So ICP, pretty good move here so far. I don't know, it doesn't pay to be like overly bearish. You can of course continue to hold. I would continue to hold. I wouldn't sell everything. But I mean, we're at resistance, so it makes good logical area to take some profit. I wouldn't be swinging long into ICP right now. I want to see a little bit more consolidation and then a break of this resistance. Sui. Yeah, I mean, Sui looks like Chainlink back in 2019. Yeah, I mean, Sui's great, man. Sui had a great pop here, consolidated, oscillated around the 10 DEMA and the daily pullback zone, had a couple pullback opportunities there, and now beautiful pump back up to the upside. Daily doji, as we can see, so we've got some resistance here at like $4.47 that we're kind of struggling to overcome, but the 4 hour we pull back to that aggressive buy zone and we're pushing up. So I think Sui could continue to pump. It's looking really good. We don't really need to manage risk until down here around like 376. 376 is the 4 hour buy zone, and then $3 is the daily buy zone. But we don't really want to take out these levels of support. I mean, obviously it's completely possible, but because like it happened here, right, where we consolidated, pushed up, weren't able to sustain, pulled back down to the buy zone and pumped. So again, just the message is, guys, like whether or not price is going to run from here is like variable, but the key thing is just understanding where you buy dips, and dip buying is the best strategy in a roaring bull market. So Sui looks pretty good, could continue to run right here. Daily doji might get some sideways consolidation here, or just like we saw with the daily doji here, kind of the beginning of a more pronounced pullback. But again, we have very strong support around $3.15, and that buy zone is just going to creep up and creep up and creep up. So I would just buy anything that comes back into this area right now and hold long otherwise. Elvis. Okay, took a 14x long on algo. Felix is all in long. Ethro to 8K. Alex says, hope for a weekend where Bitcoin flatlines around 101K. Definitely possible. Yeah, I mean, that would be just like, you know, this. So basically we just want to see a reclaiming of this level. Like we want this level to hold strong, which right now it is. I'd say it is. Elvis asks, who's got the most influence on the markets between Asia and Europe? Absolutely Asia. Europe's a joke. Like, again, I don't mean that. I don't mean that in any way like negatively against my European viewers or against European people in general. I don't mean it like that. But just Europe has such restrictive financial laws, whereas compared to Asia, for the most part, they're just like, get it. So Asia plays a much larger influence on the cryptocurrency markets. Illuvium? Do I have any thoughts on Illuvium? Not off the top of my head. ILV is the ticker, I believe. Kind of looks like ICP. Yeah, kind of same thing. So for like 43%, we're probably like there right now. Yeah, we've already overcome that. All right. So we've already like made the measured move, but we've broken above the 200 SMA. After a long bear market bottom. Like this has been the historical bottom on Illuvium like multiple times, so obviously like that was the screaming buy zone, and every time we've like made some nice pumps, like at least up to 106. So ILV probably just continues to run just off the strength of like that bottoming zone, and it's not as if like each rally has gotten substantially weaker. Like in 2023 in February, it did really good. And then throughout like November of 2023, it did even better into March of 2024. So 162. So, I mean, that's great potential upside on Illuvium. 131% upside potentially. And like almost like another 30% or 50%. Jesus, just a previous resistance here, 40 to 50%. LV looks really good. Just things to watch for, of course, just momentum trading, guys. So buy pullbacks to the 10 DEMA. All right, if that fails, buy to the 4 hour, the daily pullback zone. And on the 4 hour time frame, I mean, look what strategies worked really well. Just buy pullbacks to the 4 hour buy zone, right? Obviously, price is like consolidating right now. Might get a little bit of a pullback. So that buyout zone is going to be like 63 bucks. All right, cool. And then finally, I think I can do it before I have to leave, is going to be DXYZ. This mutual fund, is this what you want me to look at, Miriam? Yeah, that's very nice, dude. That's a hell of a move, man. I mean, you know, it's hard to overcomplicate it. Listen, you always want to take, these are the kind of candles that you want to take profit on, these big thick greenies. Especially like looking at this shit, right? So yeah, depending on like where you entered, if you have call options, like anytime you have a chance to take like some nice life-changing money off the table, I always recommend it, especially when you see something like this. But obviously this thing is in a hell of a bullish trend. We just had consolidation. We just popped on the 4 hour time frame. Stocks are a little different from crypto for me. I trade them a little differently. So I don't really have, I'm going to be honest with you, I like to stay in my lane. I don't really see how much of an edge I can offer here in my analysis, but I'll just give you my advice. Which is, yeah, I mean, my Mink system went long, and we just peaked and overbought right now, although volatility is not peaked, so we could continue to run. The only, I mean, with something like this, like the only historical basis for reference we have is like these levels right here, any of which could act as resistance. Like 73.84 looks like resistance, 86.31 looks like resistance, then obviously like 98.56. Yeah, it's like the I'm not familiar with it, but yeah, I mean, it's a mutual fund, which just means a mutual fund is an actively managed portfolio of stocks, and they all have different rules and stuff. Listen, dude, I think it's a good time to be in the stock market, man. So I would hold DXYZ. Do I think it's like a great entry right here as a trader? Like, no. As an investor, I mean, the key concept is like time that you have in the market versus trying to time the market, usually for 99% of the population. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I can't know everything, man. This looks pretty good. Without 100% knowing, because the stock market's not my particular edge. I just follow like the alpha that I do get. But DXYZ looks good, man. But like for me as a trader, if I had like purchased in here, like with call options, I'd be peeling off some profits right now in DXYZ and not trying to get too greedy. Yeah. All right, guys. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me for this late afternoon stream. Again, I apologize that it's not the normal length. All of the things, man. You guys have been absolutely incredible. If you guys find value in this content, please like and subscribe. It does help us out more than you could possibly know. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or death threats, please leave them down in the comment section below. We will be back Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, same crypto time, same crypto networks, YouTube, Rumble, and X. Make sure to like and follow me on X, I drop alpha there every single day, even shit posting on the weekends. Make sure that you guys head over to the second link in the description. Sign up for our $2,200 prize pool over on BYDFi, our Christmas trading competition. It is going on until December 27th, so you have plenty of time to get registered and get trading. Just trading over $100 in volume is going to enter you in for a chance to win some of that sweet, sweet, cold, hard cash. Skibbity. If you guys are interested in getting the indicators, are in detail, our full alpha reports every single day, head on over to the website at krakencryptocurrency.com and see what options we have for you. I am going to be putting a coupon code in at some point in the future, so I will give you guys an update on that, because by popular demand. By popular demand. All right. Anyways, guys, trade safely out there. I will see you guys on Monday morning. Have a safe weekend. Go outside, touch grass, enjoy yourselves, and thank you for watching. Cheers.